Hello everyone, my name is Ekel O'Hara, and boy, am I happy to be a nerdy novelist. Today, we are going to be working inside of Story Hacker OS. What I'm going to do is actually bring a story that I have been working on for a very long time. We're going to bring it into Story Hacker OS, and in that process of bringing that story in, we are going to enhance it. We're going to flesh it out even more. We're going to do all kinds of really cool things with it. All right, let's jump right in. All right, we're inside of Story Hacker OS. As you have already signed in and you've gone and signed up over at Story Hacker, you now have access to this. And as you can also see, I have some projects that I've been working on. But what I have not put in here is my Lucky 7 universe. And so I'm going to start populating that universe now. Now, how best do I get started with this? Well, I go up into the upper right-hand corner over here and I click on this create button, and I am given the option to create either a book, a series, or a world. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start at the world level, and I'm going to call this the Lucky 7. And we're going to click create. I'm going to back out of this so that we can see what happens. Now we have the ability to start working either in a new series right here, or we could work in a new document. I am going to actually, and see, and over here you can even create within the world. You can create the series or a new document, which would be a new book inside of the series. But the series we're going to work on right now is we're going to work on the original trilogy, which we will call Hello Universe, because in this series of books, the main protagonists are trying their best to break out of the shell that they've been locked in, which is our solar system. Okay, and this is the introduction to the rest of the greater universe. Now we have this series in here. Let me see. Shared notes. Every book in this world can draw on. So this right here is a document that is for the entire world. So what I'm going to do now is give it a lot of information and call this one the series Bible. And we're going to call this one world building. And this one, oh, I don't want to, wow, let me see here. Was there a way to import? Oh, I see. That is okay. So what I'll do is right now I have this information right here, and I'm going to title it. We're going to say Series Bible. And we're going to save it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go out, because I'm sure they just haven't figured out that they should probably give you the ability to import certain documents in, which I'm sure they will do at a later time. What I'm going to do is, now that I'm in here, I'm going to go inside of Hello Universe. We're going to call this one Book 1. And we're going to go, and since we are trying to make sure we adhere to the sci-fi tropes and stuff like that, we are going with not military sci-fi. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky because I am doing a crazy epic thing. So we're going to go sci-fi genre. What's the core of my idea? The core of my idea is the solar system is a powder keg, and there are over 700 habitats with over 1 billion people floating around. And the only resource they have is the Earth. And if they can't break away, something bad's going to happen. And I'm going to put adult. Create book, and book 1's in there. And now I get to import some files. And the reason I did that book really quick was because I wanted to import specific files. Let me see here. From my Dropbox inside of my second brain. Now, here's an interesting thing. When you're importing something, you can import it inside of the plot, the characters. It could be part of the manuscript. And if it is part of the manuscript, you can import it as a manuscript and split it into chapters if you haven't split everything into chapters before. Just a little behind the scenes tidbit. Remember, I'm just importing this because I'm sure at some point they're going to have a way for you to import things straight into the overall thing. Now I'm going to take this and copy all of it. Okay. And now I'm going to go all the way back up to the Lucky 7 universe. I'm going to go back into the series Bible. And actually what we're probably going to do is we probably should rename it something else. But I'm going to paste in all of this information right here and back out sci-fi book 1. And now you have all of your information and it is completely in there and ready to be used as part of the overall way that a chatbot that is actually sitting inside of Story Hacker can use it. So we're going to go into Hello World again. We're going to go into book 1, right? And I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to delete this because there is a chatbot over here and I want to add context. And what we're going to do is we're going to add the series Bible, which is at the top, right? Inside of, it's one of the main documents that you can draw from. Now I can have a conversation with it. All right, let's talk about the story that we're going to do in this first book. And we are off to the races. It's having a conversation with me now. And now I can develop this into something even more. All right, it says absolutely. Let's develop the story before drafting the prose. For the first book, Assembly, the central spine appears to be John survives an assassination attempt. And let's see, ending with Michael's death and John inheriting the mission. This gives us several strong story engines: external plot, political, personal, relationship, moral tension, a hard sci-fi heist thriller, a family crime drama, a political conspiracy, a character-driven survival story, a blend with one of those serving as the dominant mode. Which one do we want to do? So, hard sci-fi heist thriller, salvage missions, illegal components, betrayal, and escalating sabotage. Or are we talking about John's succession into the Juan Syndicate? Or are we talking about the political conspiracy thriller where the Union, the servants, and hidden control of the habitats? I have to say I'm more into the idea of this being a bit of a thriller and a heist thing. So we're going to go with the heist thing. We're going to do this and copy. Now, remember, I've set up this agent that I'm working with over in the corner, and that's what this is it is an agent that has access to specific files so that it can intelligently figure out what you want to do with your story. It's really a really great way to do this. I was really happy when he included agents in this, and it really is really cool. All right, what I want to do is paste this in, and this is all from the story that I already have built and the Bible and the whole 9 yards. So I'm really excited about that part of it. Let's see here. And now one of the biggest things that you can do at this point is validate what the agent is going to give you. Once you have validated that this agent is kind of writing the story the way that you intended it from your documents that you built in the first place, that's when things start getting really exciting. As you can see right over here, it spent a lot of time kind of writing out everything about the story now that we made a nice, exciting sort of idea of it being a heist story with sabotage and people who do you trust and all of that stuff. Now we're going to take this idea after you have validated it, and we are going to add it. At the bottom, it says right here, insert into document or copy. Right? So you could either copy this and take it up a level, or you could insert it into a document. So I'm going to click on insert. Oh, I have to create a new document here. And this new document is going to be the plot. And we're going to call this plot. And then we're going to insert this into this document. And now we have this entire thing with the plot and all of the escalating this, that, and the other. Okay, now what I want to do is ask it some specific questions over here. Is it possible for us to flesh out all of the characters and stuff like that from the information you now have so that we can put it in here for reference in this book? and maybe other references for as high as the series and everything goes, and for the series and everything else that goes on. Now we're having another conversation with it in order for it to give us a lot of information that we now need for each one of the characters and everything. And remember, this whole thing is being powered by Open Router. So if you have an Open Router key and you put some money in there, you can have yourself a nice conversation with whatever agent you set up in the corner. So this agent can be set up as under any sort of intelligence. You can use Codex, you can use Gemini, you can use whatever you want. Don't have to use the defaults, but I tell you, there are a lot of defaults that really work well. Now, all of this information here is all of the characters and all of the stuff. All right, so let's take a quick peek at what this says. Yes, we can build a living story Bible for assembly and the entire Lucky 7 series using the existing documents as canon and clearly marking anything we add as either confirmed, provisional, or still undecided. So a bunch of characters, Lucky 7 character series references. Now, as you can see, as we continue to go through this process, this is all stuff that can be moved into documents as you move through this story. And I'm just expanding on it now. Remember, you're validating every moment that you can. You're validating. And this is how you start to really, really get a lot of information. So we've got the plot right here, this level, we have the plot. What I'd like to do, let's see, look at the bottom here and see what it says. The next useful step would be to turn these into a formal canon document, beginning with the 5 principal characters and then adding the supporting cast factions and book by book arcs. We should treat every resolved item as a deliberate decision rather than allowing continuity to emerge accidentally during drafting. Okay. So what we'll do, we've got the plot here, we've got the series Bible, and I'm going to say to it, let's do that. Let's go ahead on and start doing this one by one. Let's do the first one. And then you are working your way through your plot, your book, and all of this information is yours. Every single part of this information is yours. And right here, we are now working on John. John's entire character is being fleshed out right in front of me. And what I want to do is I'm going to copy this, take it into 11 Labs. And as I'm going to a thing this afternoon with some friends, I'm going to listen to this in the car on the way there. And I will get a better idea of who John is, at least what the artificial intelligence thinks John is, and see if that is the same thing as what I think John is. So, like I said to you, this is a very exciting and easy and interesting way to use an agent to actually help you build your story in an even better way. And the thing that makes it an agent is that it builds this thing for you over in the corner, and then you can take that information and put it straight into all of your documents, and everything is organized and you start really building your story out. That is how you bring your own story right there, the big series, and start breaking it down and bringing it into Story Hacker OS. All right, next time we are going to go and do this thing from scratch. We're going to ideate straight from scratch and we're going to build it out. Now that you've seen how this thing initially starts with a story that you have, how about we see how you do with a story that you don't have, which is really where it starts doing crazy things, where you would be able to use things like the book builder skill, the book builder, where you can create a dossier from just an idea in your head and really start working against all of the creativity that you have. I want you to have this adversary and this companion working with you all at one time. That would be the artificial intelligence, giving you a real chance to flesh out your story. And that is the best thing that I can tell you about Story Hacker OS, is that it really gives you an opportunity to flesh everything out. All right, I will see you all in the next video when we are going to be making a story from scratch.